The Titanic has never truly rested. Even after a century, its story continues to breathe, reshaped by memory, myth, and longing. Just when it seemed every angle had been examined, a quiet disruption emerged from the ocean floor. Not a grand artifact or a piece of steel, but something deeply human. A camera, fragile and defiant. Its survival felt less like science and more like insistence, as if the past itself refused to be finished. This was not just another discovery. It was an interruption, a reminder that history doesn't always reveal itself when we ask politely. Sometimes it resurfaces when it's ready to speak. The name that slipped through time. Daniel Whitaker was never meant to be remembered. A single line on a passenger list, easily overlooked among thousands. He wasn't famous, wealthy, or powerful, just a young journalist chasing purpose. When the ship went down, so did his trace. No testimony carried his name forward. No grave marked his absence. He became a ghost long before the wreck was found. That disappearance made his later reemergence unsettling. History is uncomfortable with gaps, and Whitaker was nothing but one. His return forced a question few expected to ask. How many stories were lost simply because no one survived to tell them? The satchel that shouldn't exist. When the leather satchel surfaced decades later, it was met with skepticism rather than wonder. The ocean is not known for mercy. A notebook survived, barely legible, its final words trembling with urgency. The mention of photographs felt like a mistake, a desperate hope scribbled under terror. Scholars dismissed it gently, almost kindly. Grief, after all, writes fiction when truth becomes unbearable. Yet something lingered. The idea that someone tried to document the end, not to escape it, but to witness it, refused to fade. The note wasn't dramatic. It was purposeful. That made it dangerous to ignore. Film pulled from silence. The camera's recovery changed everything. Nestled in silt, preserved against all logic, it carried weight beyond its size. This wasn't debris. It was intention made physical. When experts confirmed its age and origin, disbelief turned to unease. Developing the film felt intrusive, almost disrespectful. These weren't meant for us, yet here they were. Each frame unfolded slowly, as if the past needed time to breathe again. Joy appeared first, then fear, then inevitability. The images didn't scream, they waited. And in that waiting, the distance between then and now collapsed entirely. Through the eyes of the doomed. What made the photographs unbearable wasn't the tragedy. It was the calm. Ordinary moments stretched thin against approaching disaster. Faces unaware of their final hours. Architecture still proud as water crept closer. The ship wasn't yet dying. It was realizing it would. One image, the frozen clock, anchored everything. Time stopped because it had nowhere left to go. The final frames unsettled even seasoned historians. Taken from below, they suggested resolve rather than panic. Someone kept documenting after escape was impossible. Not for fame, not for survival, for truth. That choice redefined courage entirely. A legacy that refused to sink. Daniel Whitaker left behind no portrait, no biography, no descendants to claim him. Only evidence of attention. He watched carefully when others fled. His work doesn't explain the Titanic. It humanizes it. These photographs don't belong to history alone. They belong to memory. They remind us that catastrophe isn't just an event, but a collection of final ordinary moments. Whitaker didn't survive, but his witness did. In that survival lies something unsettling and beautiful. Proof that even when voices are silenced, intention can endure. Some stories don't need permission to be remembered.